Hi guys, Sarah here, and today we're going to design two certificate designs, one more traditional and one a bit more modern, using Affinity Publisher and potentially Affinity Designer. I'm not super sure yet, but primarily I'm going to try to do it all in Publisher. So to start, I'm going to go File, New, and I'm just going to create a pretty standard 8.5 by 11 size document. I'm going to go with inches because I'm more comfortable with that. 8.5. I said 8.5. Here we go, by 11. DPI 300 because we want, well, this won't be printed, but ideally it would be printed if this were real, which it is not. So number of pages 2. It had 4. And then we're doing 2. And I think that's good. We'll go margins. I'm not sure what margins I want yet. So let's just go 0.5 for now. 0.5 margins, 0.5. These aren't linking. Are you going to link now? 0.5. There we go. And, oh, what have I done? I changed it. Ooh. Did you know that happened? My mouse scrolly thing just changed my margins. Okay, well, let's do that again. 0.5. Okay, now create. Beautiful. So for the first one, I think I want to do the second one in a vertical orientation. With the first one I want to be a bit more traditional, so I'm going to do that in vertical. Sorry. Wait, layout. Where do I go? Layout, color bleed. I don't want facing pages, and I want this one. There we go. Okay. So it was my spread setup. So we've got my horizontal first page and my vertical second page. So now we can start with the first one, the traditional certificate. Okay, so to start, I'm going to put in the logo for this fake certificate. So if you've watched my videos before, you may have seen this is a logo design I have done previously for, what are you? I did a website and I don't remember what else, but I did some stuff with this. Anyway, it's a fake logo for my fake company, and I'm going to use it for my fake certificate because it's super fun. And I also really love this logo. Like, I really love it. Very happy with how it turned out. Anyway, so I'm going to use that on my, well, both of my my traditional and my modern certificate. And first I'm going to just duplicate that with Alt and drag and then ungroup it so I can grab that element by itself and delete that because I want to have both of these by themselves for potential future reasons that I haven't figured out yet. I like having them there. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll have this up in like the corner or like a certificate or like a little, what's it called? A little badge? I'm not sure. I haven't figured this out yet. Okay, so to start, let me get my margins out. So my margins are what I put as 0.5 before, right? Oh, that's my bleed. I'm so used to the setup in InDesign that when I go into Publisher, it's just confusing constantly. So we got 0.5. Is 0.5 good, or should we go with maybe 0.75, perhaps? That did nothing. Why did nothing change? Did I do something wrong? Or maybe it did change. Okay, I think it changed. I just didn't see it right away. I'm pretty sure that changed. Because if I make that 1, okay, it definitely didn't change right away. I'm not going insane. It took a little while. Okay, so let's go back to 0.75. Okay, that's weird. It should change right away. Okay, well, Affinity maybe needs to work on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do a very, very simple sort of design. So let's make this a bit smaller, not hitting shift because that's not going to do anything. And bring it up here. Maybe I'll zoom out a bit so I can see what I'm working with. Okay, so traditional certificate. What does a traditional certificate look like? Well, we've got, let's put certificate in a font that isn't Arial, which is always a good place to start. Let's do Source Sans and at massiveness at maybe 64 and black. There we go. The kerning isn't great on that though. It's a bit like, what is this? What is this? It's not great. And that, oh gosh, really? This is the default kerning? That's so bad. Okay, let's fix the kerning here. Actually, no, I will fix it once I know for certain that that is the typeface I want to use. So we'll do certificate of, it auto capitalized, of, stop it, on completion. Perfect. Okay. Certificate of completion. There we go. And we'll make that 2030, 2036. That one, 36. Okay. And then we're going to bring the leading up a bit because it's just a bit too close. Okay, I like that. And I'm using the weird, very kind of light grayish purpley color that I was using from the original logo. I like the color. It's just hard to define what that actually is. Okay, so what's next? Right, the kerning. So yeah, we definitely need to fix the kerning on this. So the C and the E are pretty bad. Is this kerning? Tracking. Well, yes. Tracking and kerning. I know they're different. They're completely different things, but for the purposes here, it's going to work. So I'm adjusting the kerning by adjusting the tracking, I guess. Let's make that all a little more consistent. The R and the T are still not fantabulous, because that's a word. And we'll bring that in. What about the C and the A? And the A with the T. Yeah, I'm sure that was very entertaining for everyone watching. Let's bring the leading up a bit more. And do we like that? Mostly I'm good with that. Okay, I'm not going to adjust the kerning on here because it looks pretty good for the most part. Of course, now that I've said that, I want to fix it a little bit. Okay. Are we good? Okay, we're going to go with that. Now, next, we've got, maybe we'll make the logo just a bit bigger right here. And I feel like this should all be a little more inwards. So we're going to adjust the margins again. We're going to go 1.25 and hit OK. And there we go. Silly program. Okay, so we'll align it perfectly with our 1.25. That feels a bit better, actually. And we'll bring that down. I might put, as you've probably seen on more traditional certificates, they usually have like a border of some sort. So I'll probably put a border around this at some point, but not yet. I'm still figuring out this whole part. So we've got our certificate of completion. And next we need the spot for the name. And I'm going to do that in this glorious reddish color, which is here. Yes. Why doesn't it save? Okay, fine. I'll get my eyedropper. And I will apply that. There we go. Beautiful. So let's write in a random name. I'm not going to use mine because I'm not the one who's being gifted this beautiful certificate of completion. It's Sabrina Spellman, because she has taken this course, and that's what we're going with. So for her name, I don't want the same typeface. We're going to use something. Yeah. Let's get crazy with this. Let's use Showcard Gothic. Oh man, I've got some really bad fonts. I really do. Stencil is a great font, but not for this. Not for this at all. That one's pretty. Not for this. And also, what is that kerning? Rockwell. Rockwell's kind of nice. Maybe that kind of looks a bit witchy, but only like 1960s witchy, bewitched style. We're not going to go with that. We're going to go with something. Oh, I don't hate that, actually. Oh, I do not hate that at all. Feels like it should be overlapping something like that. Ooh, what is that? Rage Italic. I like that. It's still not traditional like I wanted, so I think we're going to go with something with some serifs. So we'll go with one of my favorites. Oh, it's right here. Playfair. Playfair display. Why is it italic? Ew, not italic. And let's just make it a bit smaller. Maybe about 48. Yes. Okay. And now maybe a bit bigger. We'll go with 64, I guess. Okay. What was this? That is 64 and 36. Okay. Well, those are a bit competing now. So maybe we will bring this back down to, what did we have? 48. Okay. Fine. We'll put it there. Okay, so we've got our logo, our certificate of completion. We've had our person, who is obviously a real person. And we're going to write in the same, has successfully. We got to make that a lot smaller, like so much smaller. Maybe like 14 and bold, and this, oh, it's already that color, so we're fine. The kerning is bad though. It's or the tracking, the kerning. It's a bit not good. It's a bit not good, guys. It's just not good. So we've got has successfully. Is that spelled right? Completed success. Are there two S's? I feel like there's two S's. I'm gonna check this. Okay, so I checked it, and yes, there are two C's and two S's. Which, I mean, it looks right, but it feels weird. Like, what? Why? Why does this word have two C's and two S's? That's just stupid, right? Yeah, but that's the whole English language. That it's a lot of stupid. It's so much stupid. Okay, so now we need to figure out what course we think Sabrina has taken. So the Encore brand, the fake brand that I have established, is like it's a fitness app. I guess like the other fitness apps that exist. So if one were to take a course with Encore, it would be like something basic, like nutrition fundamentals, or maybe like physiology. So let's do physiology fundamentals, because, you know, Sabrina Spellman isn't taught physiology in school, because she goes to the witch school. Yep, that's what we're going with here. Is anything aligned? Oh, it's all aligned. Well, let's just keep this guide on so I don't freak out. Okay, so we're gonna make this a bit smaller, because everything is competing right now, absolutely everything, and this needs to be smaller too. But I also want to make that a bit lighter, so we'll maybe bring that down to like, what should we bring that down to? Like 75 maybe? So it's just a bit not as in your face. Bring it to 12. That's a bit better. See, yeah, it's all very compete-y, and I know it's not as big of a deal on like a certificate where, you know, the name, I guess, should be the biggest thing, but also the fact that it's a certificate of completing something is also kind of a huge deal. So, and I guess, however, what competes the most will really depend on the name. I mean, you want a lot of room for names here, because you might, you know, when you're designing something that has the potential to have a lot of different words in here. I mean, people with extremely long names, you have to accommodate that. So you have to allow, and I can't make that too big. So if I bring it to here, it looks, you know, fun, but potentially this design wouldn't work for someone with a longer name. And I guarantee you there's people with longer names than Sabrina Spellman. So we're going to keep it relatively small, and certificate of completion, I think, will remain the larger part here, and we'll bring this maybe a bit smaller, and we'll bring that up a bit, and maybe down a bit. Okay, and we want to have equal spacing with here and here, which we currently do not have. So we'll bring that up again, and I'm going to group those two together. And let's see, is that equal? Equal-ish. I'm going to test it, see what we want it to go. Maybe here. It needs to be, you know, optically balanced, not mathematically balanced. So as long as it looks, you know, like there's the same amount of space, then it's fine. Okay, how's that look? That looks pretty good, actually. Okay, so I measured it from the X height to the baseline here. So the bottom of that to the top of the lowercase letters. Okay, that works. And I don't think it's too competing. I think that works. Okay. Next is all the formalities down here. It's very traditional so far, minus the border. So we have to figure out what we're going to do with the border. So at the bottom, we're going to do, let's get my guide back. Oh, that should not be so tall. Ungroup, press that, and regroup. And, oh yeah, I actually want this one. So we're going to copy and bring that down. Okay. Let's do the date here. So we're going to do the date, which is 2021. Or should we just like make up a date? No. We'll do 2021. 02. Why not? It looks pretty. It's a good date. February 2nd, 2021. Why not? Because it's a date that's already happened. Or you could do like 2050 and no. It's too far away. Okay, and then I'm going to put issue date down here. But I want one of these, maybe this one, to be in the full color, not opaque, transparent. Not semi-transparent. I can never think of words when I'm shooting a video. Never. Just the words, they're out of my head. They're gone completely. So now I'm going to draw a little line here. Boop. Like so. Oh, that is little. That is a very little line. Okay, let's give that a stroke of 0.5, maybe. 0.5 isn't bad. Maybe we'll try 1. Not 1 point, just 1. Whoops, where are we going with this? Okay, so that'll actually do. And we'll make it so it's nice and balanced between those two. This line doesn't need to be quite that long. I don't know why I made it so long. And everything aside from that line look pretty nice and aligned. Hooray! I love alignment. It's so beautiful. And next we're going to do the signature of whatever person needs to sign said certificate. So it'll be, let's see, that who would sign this? Well, I guess it would be me, but let's just put the CEO of Encore. CEO of Encore. And we'll do a completely illegible signature because they're the prettiest. And I feel like you know that. Okay. How do we draw a completely illegible signature in Publisher? I don't think we use the pen tool. No, I don't think we use the pen tool. Okay. Do we need to go to another program to do that? I want it to look like an actual signature, and I don't have anything. We don't have like a pencil tool in Publisher, because why would we? It's not usually something you need, and you certainly wouldn't just be randomly drawing signatures in Affinity Publisher. So I think we are going to have to go to Affinity Designer to create an illegible, awesome little signature. Okay, so now we are in Affinity Designer, and I'm just going to grab the pencil tool. If you're following along, document size in here doesn't really matter. It's just whatever. And then the pen tool, and let's see. Would that work? Yeah, that would work. Okay. So, let's see. Should I use a stabilizer? No, probably not for a signature. We'll do... That's a word. Oh gosh, that's so jagged. Okay, we need that to be a little less jagged, but also not... it should look good. How do I make this look good? Okay, I don't want the stabilizer, but maybe I do. Okay, so we'll do like a Nope. No, that's terrible. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. Like that, I would believe that's a real signature for someone whose name is Shrew. Okay. Let's try that again and do a little bit better. What is sculpt? I don't know, but I like it. Okay. Let's do... Ooh, look at that. That's nice. Aside from this wonky bit. How does that look? Let's copy it and bring it into Publisher. Paste. And it's enormous, so we can bring it down. This is the weirdest signature ever. Whose terrible signature is this? It's so bad. But it looks like a signature that someone did digitally, and that is the point. Oh, gosh, that's bad. Okay, let's bring this a bit smaller and uppity a bit. And who does that? Who's like signs their signature with like a little hook at the end? I don't know. It's weird. I may redo that. Okay, so let's delete that and that because they're garbage. They're so garbagey. And we'll try again. No, okay, I need to actually pretend I'm spelling something. So let's just pretend Sabrina is the CEO. So... It's so bad, guys. What is this? Why is it? I need I need my like a Wacom tablet right now to do this. It's really bad. Let's throw away the stabilizer. Hopefully sculpt mode, whatever that is, will help us. I really should research what that is. Okay. Lovely. Oh no. Yeah. It's way too jagged. Oh my goodness. It's so bad. Okay, let's figure this out. Maybe we will just do initials. We'll do someone's initials using the pencil with stabilizer on. We'll do, I really like an L. L is a really pretty letter to handwrite. So we'll do LJ. That's not the worst thing ever. Okay, that's not bad. I think we can actually use that because it doesn't look ridiculous. All right, let's take that in. Let's delete this stupidness. Goodbye. And we'll bring in this slightly less stupidness. Perfect. Look, it looks legit, people. So legit. Okay, 0.5. And 0.5 honestly doesn't seem quite thick enough, so we'll do 0.75. Oh, no, that's too thick. Okay, 0.5 it is. Okay, let's zoom out and see how that looks. CEO of Encore, LJ. Okay. Honestly, they're just letters I really like. They're very quick and like, I don't know, they have good letters and they're easy to handwrite. Not easy with a mouse and the pencil tool. They're a lot easier in Procreate on the iPad. So I probably should have just done that, but I didn't want to. Okay, so let's move this down a bit and maybe move the lines down a bit and we can move the, oh no, I've selected everything. Blah, go away. Okay, bring that, no, the line, the date, and all that just down a bit. Okay. I like how that just goes right over the O part, but that's fine. Bring it over here. No, it's fine there. Okay, so I think our basics are done. I'm gonna check and make sure these all have the same distance between them all. That one doesn't really, so we're gonna have to bring this down to, I think I want to line it with the top of the dates here. Okay, there we go. And make sure that all fits. And for the most part, it totally does. Okay, cool. So we've got that. We've got our very, very basic certificate stuff. Hopefully I've spelt everything correctly. Oh, I just screwed that up. Oh no. Oh no. We'll bring that, and those can be aligned to the bottom together. Oh my gosh, what is happening? No. Hey, Mr. Line, you need to go down there. Okay, the line and this. Just those need to be aligned. And the line. Okay, the line's fine. Okay, we're good now. Okay. So now we're going to look at a border. So I'm going to bring my guides back on, take it out of preview mode, and I'm going to go back into spread setup and get my margins back to 0.5 because I want a 0.5 border. Yeah, I think that could work for a border. I might go a bit bigger, but we'll see for now. Yeah, so I'm going to draw a pretty simple little border here. Let's do it like this, like that, and like that. And I accidentally gave the whole thing a stroke. Let's take away the stroke, like so, and I think that could work. Okay, so now we're just going to select all of them. This doesn't seem to be aligning, but I actually think it is. Okay, so select that one, that one, that one, that one, and then we're going to go add. So they're all the same, and then we can go into preview mode again and see if we like that or if we need anything else. And obviously we do. I've kind of got just this sort of sitting out in no man's land here. So we'll have to do something else with that as well. But in the meantime, I kind of like the very simple little border here. It's kind of nice. Should we do anything with it? We could do some lines. Now, I don't actually have much of like an established visual identity for the Encore brand. So I don't have like graphics or anything to go with it yet. It's sort of just being built up over the videos that you watch. So I don't have any graphic elements to do with Encore, but I could just make some, I don't know, fancy lines maybe. So we'll do some like diagonal lines. We'll make them white, like that. Maybe just a bit thicker, maybe like a one right there. And I'll just bring them over here. So I'm going Shift Alt to copy over there, and then Control J. Yes, and Control J one more time. So it's very, very pretty simple there. Maybe make it a bit bigger. And should I make those maybe 2? Yeah. Okay, we can do that. I like that. So we can do these very simple little elements all over the place and make sure they're not going over top of anything. So we've got, maybe let's flip it horizontally there. And then we'll do another one down here, which we can just rotate. We'll bring that all to the bottom. Right there. No, right there. Maybe there. Put it right by the name. And then I'm going to bring that down here as well. Like so. And this over here. But this one I will... Actually, maybe I should do it to this one. This one I'll go... transform, flip horizontal right here, and then that one up, maybe down. I want it to look kind of random, but also not stupid at the same time. Does this look remotely good? Okay, if that one's going to be up there, maybe this one should be over here, and then this one should be lower, and this one should be closer to that stuff right there. So it's a little bit mirror-ish, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's not bad. I kind of like that. I could also add in a few more if needed. I could add in another one and then switch it around. Ooh, I could do that. That's kind of nice. Right there. And right in the corner. No, I've done too much. Okay, let's make that go away. It's going away now. So the next part I want to do is the little seal. It's a seal, right? It's like it's the shiny thing you see on a certificate when you were in, I don't know, school, I guess, is pretty much the only time you get a fancy certificate. Yeah, good times. The golden little seal things. Although I'm not going to do golden. I mean, this is a traditional certificate, but it's not that traditional. And also I'm not actually printing it out, and I don't have a gold seal. So we'll just do like a fancy little digital seal on this. And that's what I'm going to use this for. So I want to do something pretty basic, but not, I don't know, not tacky. Something that still works with the elements on the page. So let's do some circles, I guess. Well, we could do cloud tool. Ooh, look everyone, it's like a flowery seal of approval. Ooh, maybe not, because that looks dumb. Let's do a circle. All of our elements are very clean, so I kind of want to stick to more clean elements here. Let's get rid of that stroke. Just do something pretty basic, and maybe on the inside we could do, ooh. No, those colors aren't working super well together. Maybe get rid of the stroke there. We could just do like a little seal here. It's going to say, we're going to copy that one. Over here, ungroup that because we don't need the bottom part. It's going to say Encore Course. Encore Course, and we'll make that white so it'll show up. And center, and bring it way up to the top here. Encore Course. Complete. You can't actually see what I'm typing because it's on white. Bring it up. Complete. It is complete. We shall make it bigger. And not too big, just normal big. Maybe 30. 30. And the terrible kerning rears its ugly head. Let's fix that again. Make that smaller and smaller. And okay, so did that make it worse, or is this better? I can't even tell anymore. Let's maybe bring this back to what it was before. No, not gonna. Okay. No, it's. What's happening? Why is this not working? I just changed the kerning. Oh, okay. That's fun. That's not working how it's supposed to at all. There we go. Okay. So I think it was definitely better than. Yeah, my edit was better. Okay. We'll just change it between the P and the L here. And a little bit with the T and the E. Okay. And the rest is smaller, so I'm not going to kern it. It's just really just making sure that the larger type on your page, or your certificate in this case, is nicely kerned, because that is what people are going to look at first. And the smaller stuff, well, I mean you're not going to kern like a paragraph. Not individually anyway. So let's make this a bit smaller, because I think it's not... Oh, I hit shift. Bad me. That doesn't look great, does it? No. Encore, course complete. What if we put this little logo here? I mean, apparently, that hurts my eyes, so that's a problem. But we could make this white. But we're not really getting like a seal kind of look. It's just more of like a weird, cheap sticker. So why don't we make that color? Or hey, let's do that color, and then we'll bring this. Do that. do that. I hope you can follow along every time I say, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. It doesn't make any sense. Bold. Let's make this black instead. And bring it up a tiny bit. And why don't we make that the nice, what is this? Like a salmon orange red color? It's like a salmony red, I think. Whatever. It's the Encore color. Encore. Course complete. Let's make it smaller. And this dramatically smaller, because this is just supposed to be like a tiny icon above that. Okay, cool. And let's bring that all up a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is give this a double stroke. So I'm just going to test and see how that looks just by putting another circle behind it and see how that looks. It's not great, but let's do that and put that behind it. Okay, I don't hate that, but this should definitely have a white front. And okay, it's looking a lot better. I like all of that. What else to do? Let's add some stars. Do we have stars? Oh, we have stars. Yay. So let's go and add some beautiful stars. Although for this, I might deviate from my very, very simple color palette, which is the salmon red, white, and that darky gray color, and get something a bit different. Question is what? Again, I don't have a lot of established brand colors for Encore, so I'm not super sure what to pick. Oh, that's terrible. What about a nice blue? No, blue isn't good. Purple? Not that purple. Magenta. No, that competes with the red. Orange? Orangey, goldy. Yeah, let's do a gold color. That would make sense. Okay, that's actually pretty good right there. Let's make it a bit smaller. Encore. Course complete. And we'll do it like a video game style. I don't know why that's... If it was hearts, maybe it'd be video game style. If it's just 3 stars, it's more what, military? I don't know. Let's make them so they are evenly spaced. Space horizontally. Okay, not bad. Encore, course complete. 3 stars out of a possible 20. You fail, but you got a certificate anyway, so pat yourself on the back. No, let's do 5 stars. 5 is a nicer number. And now we have to go back and make those vertically perfect. Sorry, horizontally. Wait, why does it keep doing that? That's correct, right? Oh, I didn't know it was a toggle button. Okay, how's that? That works. Encore, course complete. I don't like the red in that. I think there's too much red in that whole thing. But maybe this could be red. I don't know. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not hating that too much. I think this still needs something. Maybe this needs a background color. Gross. Not that. We could make it a nice light gray though. So let's see how that looks. A very, very super light gray. Maybe. I kind of want to give this this background a nice color, but the thing with traditional certificates is that a lot of times you're going to want them printed, so you don't want to have too much ink everywhere. And ideally, you wouldn't really have much of a border anyway. But I mean, certificates you would have a nice border, or you would have a border that has another white border around it. But for this, we're just going to stick to, I think, a full bleed border, but just a regular, I guess, white background color, because we don't really need to go crazy. I think with the more modern certificate, and when I say modern certificate, I mean it's going to be a modern design, but it's also going to be made under the assumption that it would be more digital, whereas this could be something that's printed. I'm still doing both of them at 8.5 by 11, which is your standard printing size format, but this one is oh, hey, we're going to print this out and you can put it on your wall. And the other one is more, digital, but if you really want to print it, it's maybe going to be a bit more ink coverage, so we'll have to see about that one. But I think, I'm not sure if that's working. I think maybe we need to stick with the white on that one, just because it shows up a little bit better. And now we should have something below this. What should we have below it, I wonder? I think I'm going to try to do little, banner shapes. So we're going to make a rectangle here. And I'm going to give that a red color just so I know what I'm working with. And then I'm going to do a diamond maybe. We'll do a diamond shape here. Bring that up here. And then I'm going to cut right into that. So we've got a little bottom banner thingy. Like that. Okay, that's not bad, but I think the bottom might be just a bit much. So we're gonna, make it a bit shorter like that. And then maybe instead of 1, we can have 2. So I'm not gonna duplicate it. First, I'm going to put it on a slight angle and then figure out where I want that to be situated. Maybe there. Yeah, so I'm gonna make that a bit smaller. Or shorter rather. And then with that, I'm going to transform, flip horizontally, so it works. But now this shape has a stroke, so I think these thingies should also have a stroke. of, what are we using? That darky color here. Ooh, I kind of like that. Now the question is, should you see the little fold here? Or should we show them up to there? Or lower? I kind of like having that little fold over there. It's kind of nice. Okay. Okay, so that's not bad. And it's, I think the strokes are pretty consistent. So we've got 2-point stroke there, 2-point stroke. And I would be surprised if, I'd be surprised if that weren't all 2. Although here it was 1. So maybe we make that 2 as well, just for consistency's sake. That looks a lot darker though. Oh, it's black. That's why. Okay, let's make that not black. We want our nice, weird, darky, gray thing color. Okay, make sure there's no more black on here at all, because we do want to keep all the colors pretty consistent. I'll bring that down, and are we good? I think this is pretty good. I'm going to select this whole thing and just bring it up a bit there. Maybe I should make the word complete a bit bigger. Oh, not crazy big, just a little bit bigger. Okay, I think that we're good. Let's zoom out a bit and see. That looks pretty good. I like that. It's it's traditional, but it's not something you'd see printed out in someone's wall in like the 1920s. It's like a nice traditional horizontal layout for a certificate that you would see printed somewhere, which is nice. All right, guys, so this is the final design for my traditional certificate. I think I'm going to do the more modern one in a separate video, because this one it's already quite long, to be honest, and you might be getting bored. So I'm going to put the second one, the more modern, in my next video. And I'm going to film it right now, but it'll be 2 separate videos. So if it's not up right away, it'll be up in a week. And I think that's about it. So let me know what you thought about this more traditional certificate of completion for Sabrina Spellman. And I'll do the next one pretty much using all the same elements, I think, but much more modern. So you can kind of see how the traditional elements will apply to something that's a bit more modern and, made for the digital era. If you want me to make anything else in Affinity Publisher or Affinity Designer, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to accommodate. I am still learning all of the Affinity programs, but I'm trying to do more and more videos in all of them, especially photo, because I am the worst with Affinity Photo. There's a lot more to learn in that one, I think, because it doesn't translate quite as well from Photoshop. So I am still learning. So if there's stuff that I am not doing correctly, which is very likely, let me know if there is a much better way to do it. And that helps me just learn and then pass on that learning to everyone else. So thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.